Hello everybody, this is Captain Empathy, and I am here to show you how to use the Thor. As you can see, Thor is here, and if you get that joke, you probably play StarCraft. So with that in mind, I am just going to get back to reason, and I'm going to show you how to use some of the simple features of the Thor, because it's actually pretty complicated, but it's basically just a set of very simple things, and then it basically brings them all together to make a complicated synthesizer. So I'm just going to show you how to make sound come out of the Thor, because that was something I actually struggled with when I started using this. So I'm just going to go ahead and make an analog oscillator. You do that by choosing one of these arrows, and then you just choose one of the options here. And then you just look at these arrows that come out of the oscillators, then they go into the mixer. So I have oscillator 2 here, and then it's at a 50% balance with oscillators 1 and 2. And then both of the oscillators 1 and 2 are reduced by like 2 decibels. And so the mixer does its job fine and dandy, and basically it has no idea what to do with the sound after that. And so you have these 3 buttons here and 3 buttons down here, and your mixer will send sound from all of the oscillators into a filter depending on which buttons are lit. So if you have oscillator 2 lit up here, it's going to go into filter 1. And if it's bypassed, it will just let the sound through. And then basically you have oscillator 2 going into the mixer, up into the filter, good. Goes into the shaper, which is also bypassed, goes right into the amp. And so basically, if you're not getting sound out of the Thor, all you need to do is make sure that each one of these things is working as it should. So if you're like, wait, oscillator 2 goes into the mixer, then it goes into filter 1, then it's, oh, wait, oscillator 2 isn't lit yet. And then, so that's basically how you figure out why you're not getting sound if you're not. So I should get sound here. Great. And you can also know that if you have oscillator 2 lit down here, it will actually go into both filters. And if I turn this one off, it'll just go into filter 2. And the reason I didn't get sound there is because I did not hit this button. I'm actually not sure why this button is enabled or why it even exists. I think filter 2 should just kind of go into the amp. But I didn't make the program, Propellerhead did, and I'm sure they had a reason for it. Maybe it's because you can automate this or something like that. Throw it in a sequencer, make it turn on and off every 8th note, make it kind of dancey or something like that. But for the purpose of these tutorials, I'm just going to leave this on. And so I should get sound again. Okay. And that's actually pretty much all you need to know. You just have to look at this signal chain here and figure out, okay, I have oscillator 2. It's not being completely metered out by the mixer. And then look, oh, I didn't put it through filter 1. And then go, oh, maybe it's going left, and then it goes into filter 2, which doesn't go to the amp. So that's pretty intuitive. So you can just turn any of these oscillators on and then figure out what's going wrong if you're not getting sound. And also make sure that if you're not getting sound and you're doing all of this right, make sure you have your keyboard plugged in or something like that, because if your keyboard isn't throwing anything into the Thor, of course it's not going to make sound. So that's really all I have for right now, and then in the next tutorial I'm actually going to go over some of the features of the analog oscillator and such and such. And this is Captain Empathy. Have a nice day, and I hope this helps you with your reasoning, I guess, or music production and reason, whatever you call it. I'm probably just going to call it reasoning from now on. But yeah, hope this helps, and have a nice day.